Welcome back, everyone, to the Popcorn Podcast. This is episode 3 of the show. I'm very excited to be back for yet another episode, and I have a very special guest rejoining us from last week's episode after many people really enjoyed our chemistry. So I thought, why not bring him back for another episode? So this is Nick Allen. Nick, how you doing?
Uh, yeah, I'm doing. Nah. The only reason you have me back on the podcast is because you don't know how to use the mics.
Hey, I know how to use the mics. I don't know how to set up the
Well,
mics.
sorry for screaming in everybody's ear.
Someone's trying to listen to this while they're going to bed.
Yeah. Hey, wake up! That exam's coming up pretty fast. I hope you're stressing for it.
Well, I hope everyone's having a good day so far. This episode will actually only be a shortened episode because all we're doing this week is movie news, and next week we will be back with a movie review or even a TV show. Maybe we'll review Loki as a whole at that point
I mean, this
because
is
the whole show should be done.
this might be an hour.
This is not going to be an hour-long episode.
Well, I don't know. Less news, more fun.
Okay, so let's get right into it. So first off, we're going to start off with the Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson posted a picture on his Instagram yesterday saying that Black Adam was in its final week of production. I don't know how you don't jiggle the cup in the mic, but I don't know how you guys feel about that. I'm personally really excited to see
I'm
this
excited to see
movie.
him as Black Adam. He could kill it. I just think every Black Adam like we see in like cartoons and media like doesn't speak. It's always like broken.
And they have hair.
Yeah, he's broke. He is actually really well articulated, but he's like, "I am Black Adam."
And they got The Rock. What can I say except you're welcome?
Like The Rock has like a voice.
Like
So-
everyone knows who he is.
Yeah, so unless he's gonna be doing like the Mummy, what was
Oh, the Scorpion King, the
Scorpion
worst
King.
movie of all time.
Nah, that movie's pretty good. You know, because it's that CGI at the end.
The CGI where he's the Scorpion.
I'm gonna be honest with everybody. I don't know what everybody's talking. That CGI was amazing.
I don't know what you're talking. That's the worst. It is worse than a '90s video game.
Yeah, I mean, I heard they were trying to do a Scorpion King in the Sam Raimi Spider-Man. Did you know that?
Yeah, but it wasn't like the Scorpion King. It was Scorpion.
No, it's the Scorpion. They were saying
They wanted the actual Scorpion
called
King.
Brandon Fraser. They said, "Brandon, wake up!" He got up in a cold sweat, and he said, "What? What is it?" They said, "We need The Rock and you to cross over
into the MC. Well, not that.
Not
the
the MC,
Fox universe.
No, that's Sony. The Sony Spider-Man universe. We need him. We're gonna do a new take on the character.
We're gonna be alongside Topher Grace as Venom.
Topher Grace is Venom.
Just came off of a great show, That 70s Show.
Topher Grace looks. I don't know how old he's supposed to be in there, but it looks like
He looks like he's like 38.
Him and Tobey Maguire look like roommates from college. Just met up back later in life in that movie.
Okay, but we went really off track at that point. But yeah, Black Adam, final week of production. Excited to see. DC has a full slate this year with The Flash. They're going to have Batman starring Robert Pattinson, and they will also be having Black Adam, which is exciting to see. So from there, we'll move on to another DC news. A Batgirl movie is supposed to begin production in November. They are looking for a girl in her mid-20s.
So if you know any girls in her mid-20s,
yeah,
and he wants to be Batgirl,
hit up Walter Hamada. He'll probably make the wrong decision.
Get your plane ticket. We're going to California.
But yeah, they supposedly they want J.K. Simmons and Ben Affleck to come back for the roles.
Oh, I'd like to see that.
To return, and supposedly Firefly is going to be the villain.
Firefly.
That's a random villain to choose
as a whole movie villain.
Yep.
Unless they do something like Birds of Prey, which I'm not. If you like Birds of Prey, then good for you. But I turned it off after like 30 minutes because it was buffering.
I like Birds of Prey.
It was buffering a bunch because the streaming service I was using.
Cinema?
I'm not sponsored. No, I'm not sponsored, so I'm not gonna say the streaming service.
Don't get me canceled for pirating.
No, I was not a pirate. No. But it just wasn't working, so I didn't finish that film. But they could do like a Batgirl thing like that.
Yeah, like it's supposed to like go alongside that because also Margot Robbie wants to make her Gotham Sirens film.
But also at the same time, I would like to see like a better villain than Firefly.
Yeah, like Firefly's like cool
because that's kind of undermining who Batgirl is. Like
Batgirl could mess some stuff.
Yeah, Batgirl. They should give her like a big bad like Scarecrow or something. Not Firefly. It makes her seem like inadequate.
Such a weird villain too.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be like in this.
More love for Batgirl. That's what I'm saying.
Supposedly his family died, and the firefighters were at fault in this one, and that's what they're kind of going to use as him to become Firefly.
All right. Well, good luck.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Good luck with that.
Speaking of Batman, Val Kilmer, my favorite Batman personally.
Val Kilmer is?
No, not actually. Ben Affleck's my favorite.
Obviously.
But Val Kilmer has a documentary coming out called Val, and it's throughout his career he would carry around a handheld camera and he would film everything behind the scenes from all of his different movies that he
Yeah,
ever
I heard
did.
about this.
So there's a whole documentary about it coming out, and it's gonna be about him now traveling the world. If no one knows, Val Kilmer actually had throat cancer, so now he speaks through the. He has to put something up to his neck when he speaks, and it kind of makes him sound like a robot. Not trying to make fun of him or anything.
No, yeah.
But yeah, it's about him traveling the world at this point, trying to make it through life with all the struggles he's went through, and you're gonna see his whole life from The Doors through Batman, Top Gun, all that.
Check it. Definitely check that one out. That sounds like a feel-good film. And
A feel-good film.
It's probably
Hopefully,
it's like gonna be nice. Hopefully, it's good for Val Kilmer.
At the end, I've been sued by every movie I've been in now for showing the behind-the-scenes takes.
Yeah. What about the confidential contract, Val?
Yeah, what about keeping everything?
Hey, I know we're all having fun here, but real quick, Val. These rules of engagement, you're not following them.
Not fit. But this is actually moving on from that. I thought that was pretty cool news to talk about. But some big news out of the DC universe. The Suicide Squad was dropped in almost a month now.
Yep.
It's pretty exciting. They're comparing James Gunn, and the producer of the Suicide Squad has compared the opening scene of the Suicide Squad to a nighttime version of the opening scene of Saving Private Ryan. And if you haven't seen the opening 15 minutes of Saving Private Ryan, highly recommend.
I like that idea. At first, like when I heard about it, we were saying earlier that I thought of the Task Force X scene in Deadpool 2.
Yeah,
they're getting murked.
There's about all.
But I really think James Gunn might make it. James Gunn doesn't like go for like cheap things like that, so I definitely think he's gonna have fun with the scene, but still like add some gravity to the situation. I think Guardians of the Galaxy, like that's one thing, like it's like overlooked with those films that I always feel like there's things at stake. Like anything could really happen in these scenes, but at the same time, it's still like playful. So that's a part of his style, which I really like.
Yeah, but continuing with some Suicide Squad stuff, the cast had no idea how the film ended, except for like two people who they didn't specify who they were. Because the cast members who died only got the script until they died, so none of them knew how it ended until he had a private showing at his house for it.
Oh wow!
So none of them knew how the movie ended, which I think is a pretty cool thing for James Gunn to do.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, because then you don't have a Tom Holland situation or Mark Ruffalo who spoils Infinity War
Mark
on Good Morning America.
Mark Ruffalo,
I love that man.
I love him. I loved him in Zodiac too.
Great movie.
Oh yeah.
We'll have to review that one day.
We should review it next week on the pod. If I'm returning.
Yeah, if you return.
If I return.
If I can't get Nerd Soup to come on the pod with me finally.
If you get Nerd.
If I get Nerd Soup, that would be insane.
I don't know. I
don't think they want to come on my podcast.
I haven't heard. You talk a lot about these Nerd Soup guys, so shout out to them.
Yeah, shout out to Nerd Soup. Actually, let's shout out to Aaron Nerd Soup. I talk to Aaron pretty often. He's a cool guy. So is Bo and Teddy. They have a great show. I highly recommend you to listen to it. It's on Spotify, and mainly they have a YouTube channel which has a videoed version of their podcast. Highly recommend. Very funny guys. So yeah, but thanks Nerd Soup for helping me set up this podcast. But moving on to the Tomorrow War starring Chris Pratt.
Oh God,
the reviews are in, and it is a bomb.
Yeah, well,
not a good one.
Yeah, not a good bomb.
It's got 3 out of 10. It's got a 22% on Rotten Tomatoes. It looks bad.
Oh, yeah.
I won't even watch it. So
J.K. Simmons is jacked in that trailer. That's the only thing I took from it. He is jacked.
That's the only upside to that whole movie.
He's got to go on Joe Rogan soon. Joe Rogan's going to ask him.
I was like Omni-Man.
He is. Everybody's talking about
Jim Gordon.
Everybody was talking about live action Invincible, and they're saying John Hamm. Nah, put J.K. Simmons in the role.
rock that.
J.K. could totally rock that. Yeah, that movie. Chris Pratt is notorious, in my opinion, for like unless it's an intellectual property, anything he's in is not good.
Yeah, no, like Guardians of the Galaxy, but he also had one of the best on-set casts with him, with Bradley Cooper. I mean, I'm not saying not John Cena, Vin Diesel. I like Vin Diesel. I think he's a cool guy. I love some of his movies, especially the Fast movies, which we'll talk about in a little bit. But yeah, he had Zoe Saldana, Dave Bautista. Like he had a great cast around him, so that really helps him. But I feel like he's not. This is not disrespect to Chris Pratt at all. I don't think he's a leading man.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely think he's like a really good supporting character, and in
Yeah.
the Guardians films, like he leads, but at the same time he has a group dynamic. He's like Fred from Scooby Doo.
Yeah, can't
Like
be the only. You can't make a show about Fred.
if you really don't like Fred, like at the same time, like you got Scooby and Shaggy, Groot and
Yeah,
Rocket,
yeah,
Dave
and they
Bautista.
carry it.
Yeah, they carry it.
But yeah, Tomorrow War. As soon as the trailer dropped out, I was like, this Amazon. I think war movies in total, no matter if it's science fiction or not, if they're PG-13, I feel like they struggle. Like I feel like rated R is kind of like like even the Suicide Squad, which is like a in quotations James Gunn, not my words. James Gunn said it's like a war movie, a comedic war movie, and that's rated R because we saw the PG-13 Suicide Squad went.
And
It's not
there
good.
is a lot going on there.
Yeah, but that's for a different episode.
Different
I
episode.
don't have time to talk about that.
We're not talking about that.
But we got some casting news, returning cast news. We have Lance Riddick returning for John Wick 4.
Hell yeah, that's my boy, Lance Riddick. Here for all my Lance Riddick fans, go on YouTube and look up Toys R Me. Stars Lance Riddick on Funny or Die. Old skit. Oh man, it is hilarious.
It's funny.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna say much. It's like short, but he owns a toy store, and he takes his job very serious.
Very seriously.
So go check that out.
Yeah, so that's some cool news to see that John Wick 4 is still bringing back a lot of the same original cast. But we'll move on to a movie that Nicky got to see this week, but I have not yet got to see it. And that movie is No Sudden Move, starring Don Cheadle.
Don John.
Brandon Fraser's in it.
And Brandon Fraser is really good in it.
And he looks a little different than he did with the Mummy.
He's a big boy.
Love Brandon Fraser, but Nicky, so the critics gave it an 89. I knew you had a different view on it.
If I had to give this movie something out of 5, it would probably be like a 3 or 3.5. I think I gave it a 3.5 on Letterboxd. I definitely think this movie would have done a lot better if they set it up more in the beginning. But I definitely think check it out. There's not like a whole lot coming out, and it's an easy watch. A lot of the characters will get on your nerves, but at the same time, there is like some fun and anxiety energy to it. Yeah, but check it out if you got the time. Unless you're gonna watch something better, then watch something better.
Like Fast and Furious 9, which is
Yeah.
a great transition.
Let's get into that right now.
Fast 9
no
tops
sudden
the
moves.
yeah,
More
no
like
sudden
fast moves.
Fast 9 has set the pandemic era total, which is it took the first number 1 on the box office in the opening weekend with over $100 million during a pandemic, which is we saw Quiet Place get 70 million. So for Fast 9 to pull 100 million and then still make 32.8 in the second week and lead the box office, it's pretty impressive.
These Fast fans, man. You guys,
thank you.
Nothing's gonna
Thank you.
stop. Yeah, nothing's gonna stop you guys.
I love this.
We gotta check that car foo out.
Yo. Yeah, it's like gun fu for John Wick, but we got car fu
You
with
do
Vin
got
Diesel.
car foo.
But yeah, some cool news coming out of that. Fast 9 tops the box office in the second week, which is pretty exciting to see. So now we're gonna move on to some reviews of a movie that came out recently, and that is The Forever Purge. This is the 5th installment in this franchise. A franchise that's since the first one has decreased in critic reviews and all that. But now with The Forever Purge, which takes place during the day, a little bit different than the originals, has actually received very positive reviews from the critics with a 7 out of 10 and a 6.6 on IMDb. So yeah, that's pretty exciting to see. I'll probably watch this later.
I have nothing to say about The Purge.
5 movies later, you don't have anything to say?
That Rick and Morty episode, Let's Get Purging, I think it's called. It's a really good episode of Rick and Morty. I think it's a lot of fun. So go check that out.
Cool.
Morty gets his first kill in that episode.
Really?
Yes. Oh, yeah. Unless he kills Fart. If for my Rick and Morty fans.
But yeah, so moving on from that, we have this story and then one last one, then we'll get into some fan questions before we wrap this episode up. Blumhouse, which is a big horror movie production company, has confirmed that they will be producing The Exorcist remake, which is cool to see because I am very excited to see an Exorcist remake, especially with the CGI we have now, maybe James Wan attached to it, as some people are speculating. And Blumhouse has always pushes out some good horror movies, so I'm excited to see that.
Yeah. I would be excited to see like a new take on The Exorcist. I mean, The Exorcist is like silly now. Like,
Yeah, like it's still like
it's campy.
yeah, like it's
Um,
still gonna be up there as one of the best horror movies because at that time period it was
yeah,
so good.
and it's still fundamentally like from a film standpoint, it is a great film.
Oh yeah, like it's not like a hokey movie. Like it's a good film. Maybe it's a little silly now with how like the costume design, all that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
well, with all these TVs, you can see that it's in the practical effect.
Yeah,
Like in 4K,
yeah, in a 4K
that
TV.
vomit looks like a little bit like soup. Shout out to Nerd Soup.
Yeah, shout out to Nerd Soup again, comparing them to vomit.
You guys been a shout outs bag.
They're never. I'm never getting on that show.
Oh no.
Oh, also, Rotten Tomatoes is wrong. Please, if you ever need a co-host for an episode, I would love to be on with Jacqueline and Mark and Producy Lucy. If you ever I highly recommend that podcast too. It's so Rotten Tomatoes has correspondents. They're the critics for each movie that comes out, and two of the correspondents now have a show together, which is called RTT is wrong. Rotten Tomatoes is wrong. And every week they review a movie and they see if the score for the movie's wrong. They've done Armageddon, they've done Batman vs Superman, they've done all three of the prequels. They've done a lot of movies. I highly recommend everyone to go and tune into that. That is also on. It's on Peacock, it's on YouTube, and it is on Spotify and anywhere else you can find podcasts.
Shout out! I want to give a podcast a shout out for doing podcast shout outs.
Okay, yeah,
This is a pretty big podcast.
can you
I
go
don't
Joe
know.
Rogan?
I was not gonna say
Oh,
Joe
thank
Rogan.
God.
Yeah.
Nothing against you, Joe.
No, nothing against Joe Rogan. Shout out to Cumtown.
We can't say that on my podcast. Whatever, keep going. We don't have time to change now.
Shout out to Moldog, Stav, and Adam.
Oh, I can't wait for this episode to air. Okay, we're gonna move on.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing. We're gonna move on to the final story before we get into fan questions. Quentin Tarantino says he would love to see the Snyder Cut, but somehow he can't afford HBO Max because he thinks that Zack Snyder being able to release a 4-hour cut of his vision is a groovy idea. We have to say about that because we both love Tarantino.
I think Tarantino is a cool guy for saying that, but at the same time, Tarantino, we all know you got HBO Max.
We know you just
You
hate
got
streaming
it
services.
all, man. You probably have it all.
But yeah, so we'll move on from that, and then we have 6 fan questions today.
Excuse me.
The first question: who shot first, Han or Greedo? From Justin E.
Well, Justin E. Obviously, no one shot first. It was a stray bullet from across the bar. They're both good guys, fundamentally good men.
I think Han shot first.
I think that Disney's gonna do a remake where they shake hands and part ways.
Ryan Johnson will direct that.
Ryan Johnson's gonna make Ryan Johnson's version was like, actually nobody shot first. C-3PO.
They actually
just blew up.
hugged.
They blew up. Nah, yeah, Han shot first. Han's a stone cold killer.
Yeah. So thank you, Justin, for the question. Moving on. Do you think Toby and Andrew will be in No Way Home? This question's from Bryce.
I mean,
I don't want to spoil Loki and say anything that's happening because I don't know if anyone hasn't watched any of it, so I wouldn't like to say anything. But I mean, it feels like they're trying to set it up a little bit.
I think they're trying to get people comfortable with the idea that a hero can look like anybody.
Yeah.
And I would probably say at the very least I would say post credits.
Yeah. I truly do believe that they'll show up. I think at least Toby shows up. Maybe not Andrew. I would love Andrew's my favorite, so I would love to see him show up. But his movies didn't get the best reviews, so maybe they won't even bring him back. But Jamie Foxx is back, so that kind of.
I think Andrew Garfield. You get this. He's still getting royalties because he signed up for a 3-movie contract.
And they didn't ever pay him.
So he's still getting paid. So they're probably like, all right.
Well, might as well since he's getting paid.
Yeah, throw him in. Get this contract done.
Okay, so thank you for the question, Bryce. This question here from Andrew: favorite live-action Batman and why?
You can go first.
I'll go first. I think everyone knows this if you've listened to any of the podcasts so far. My favorite Batman is Ben Affleck, and I think because when I look at him, like when you look at Ben Affleck, like when he's either if he's walking around as Bruce Wayne or if he's being Batman, I think he really shows like when I look at him like that's Batman. Like that this dude looks like Batman. His fight scenes, like I'm like a big guy on like how fight scenes look. That's my only thing against the Nolan trilogy is I did not like how he did quick cuts through all the fights. But yeah, I really like Ben Affleck. I think he's a really good actor, great director, and I really hope someday we actually get to see a solo, maybe HBO Max series about him. But
Uh,
yeah, up to you.
I would probably say Batman and Robin is my favorite portrayal of the character Batman.
Oh God.
I think that movie is just a good time. I would say that's pretty groovy, like Tarantino put it. No, I really like the Keaton movies. Um, especially like the original Batman with the Joker, with Jack
Yeah,
Nicholson Joker.
1989 Batman.
Yeah, I like that because I like Batman. Like, don't get me wrong. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not against the character at all. I just like Michael Keaton a lot, and I think he does a lot for that movie. And it's an easy watch, and it was like the first time they were really trying to do a serious comic book movie. And even though he like murders people in that movie too,
Yeah, he
Batman. Listen,
Batman kills people.
No,
Let's talk
Batman.
about that.
No, Batman does not kill people.
Go through his movies. He kills people in
Oh,
every movie.
in all the movies he does, but in the comics, that man does not kill.
Yeah, like people got mad that Ben Affleck's Batman killed people. Go back and watch every
What?
single Batman. They all kill people.
Cosmonaut Variety Hour has a really good video about the DC heroes. It's called "Problem with DC Heroes," and he does mention that Batman is like a protector of life. Like at the end of the day, Batman perceives life as the most important thing to protect. But that's not always this iteration of the character, but that is the core fundamental of that character.
Yeah, like he says no killing. Like, well, kinda. But yeah, so yeah, we both gave our favorite Batmans. Good question, Andrew. Thank you for sending in a question. We have another question about Dave Spade from a kid named Colin.
He's asking more Dave Spade
I know.
questions.
Are Adam Sandler and Dave Spade better together or separate? Dave Spade is better when he's with other people.
Yeah,
Adam Sandler can carry a movie by himself.
Adam Sandler eats Dave Spade.
Yeah, it's not in my mind. It's not even a competition.
No comp.
Adam, like Joe Dirt. Oh, let's take that as an example. We have Joe Dirt and we have Billy Madison.
I'm watching Billy Madison.
Yeah, exactly. I like Dave Spade, but he's not a main front comedian. Good question, Colin. Sorry if I hurt your feelings about Dave Spade. So,
I'm not.
we have a question here from Scotty. Will Ben Simmons be a Sixer next season, or will he be with a different team?
I thought that's just a film podcast.
Yeah, it's just a fan question, so I mean, we can talk about that
no,
too.
we can talk about it.
I hope he's not on the Sixers, but I think the Sixers have put too much money and time into him that they're like, well, we can't get rid of him now, even though the whole fan base hates the guy.
He's like when the grandma's on life support. You can't just pull grandma off the life
Yeah,
support.
you love grandma.
You love grandma.
You spend millions of dollars on grandma.
But at the same time, you could maybe toss them to another team, like grab the pillow and just like put on.
Okay, we can't. We're moving on. Moving
what?
on.
Fluff her pillow. Her head hurts. And like slowly close it on.
Okay, great question, Scotty. We're gonna move on from that topic now. So the final question we hear is from Annie. Annie asked, "Who is your favorite superhero and why?" Nicky?
I really like the Wolverine.
Yeah, he's up there with me, but I think you know my favorite at this point.
Superman. Ah, what a good joke.
No, you know Superman's not. Batman is, of course, my favorite superhero. I'm a big Batman guy. I just like, I don't know. I think like he's relatable. Like, not that my parents aren't dead or anything like that. Like that part, I'm not a billionaire either. But like him,
So how do you relate to that?
because he's more like a normal person, like any other superhero in my mind. Like he has no superpowers, which I find so interesting. The way he makes gadgets and does all this detective stuff makes me think of cop. I know people are gonna get mad at this. It makes me think of cops because like he's a detective. He solves crimes. He protects people, and he has no power. If someone shot him in the head. He's not living. It's not deflecting off his eye like Superman.
Doesn't he have like bulletproof suits though?
Not always. We've seen Batman get shot.
I liked in Batman v Superman they tried to hit him with the knife. And they shot him in the back of the head.
Oh, and he had the bulletproof helmet.
And he's
It
just
went,
his
"Ding!"
his eyes just light up like, oh wow.
He's like, oh, Batman's bulletproof. But yeah, Batman and Wolverine. I think we're gonna go with. So that was the final questions of the day. I just want to take a quick second at the end of this podcast to thank another sponsor that I got finally. Is from Love Bracelets. If you or a loved one would like to get bracelets to match with each other, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, then go to lovebracelets.com. They have a ton of beautiful bracelets you can buy. Each one is named after a different city off the Alfami coast. I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong. In Italy. And if you go on and you order a pair of bracelets and you use those promo code, the Popcorn Podcast, you will receive 35% off of your order and you will get free shipping. So check that out.
Check that out.
They just sent me a couple free bracelets. They're very cool. So I think it was pretty cool.
Pretty
So
cool.
thank you, Love Bracelets, for sponsoring me and the podcast. But Nikki, do you have any recommendations for people to watch?
Black Widows. I'm going to see it tonight. So
Oh God.
it's Marvel movies. I'm telling you, people, they're always gonna be at minimum a B, and if it's ever a C, that C's barely a C. So you can't go wrong with that. Oh wait. Mid '90s.
Yeah,
Not
Jonah
enough
Hill.
people have seen that, and I was just talking about Jonah Hill. That's my guy, a role model to me. So check out mid '90s.
Cool. I'm actually going to go with a little bit of an Australian indie film, which I highly recommend to everyone. It's a shorter movie. It's an hour 40 minutes. You're looking at right now. It's called The Rover. It stars Guy Pearce and Robert Pattinson. It's a very good drama, and you can watch it on Hulu, Amazon Prime, Showtime, YouTube, almost anywhere, Apple TV. But I highly recommend. It's a really good watch. It's an easier watch. It's nothing bad, and it really, if people are always like wondering how's Robert Pattinson gonna be Batman, the dudes from Twilight can't act. I always tell them to either watch Good Time or The Rover. So
Good time's great.
I highly recommend people to go watch The Rover. Very good movie.
We got a couple minutes. We could talk a little bit about Good Time.
You want to talk about Good Time?
Yeah, let's talk about Good Time. What do you think? So with the Safdie brothers, what would you say about their style? Like what do you take away when you watch one of their films?
It's intense. I feel like every time I watch it, like it's like a fast pace.
Yeah.
Like,
Do you like? I think the Safdie brothers' realism is so disgusting, but it's so good at the same time.
yeah, I love them, and especially that Ben was in Good Time was pretty cool.
Yeah, I think Robert Pattinson just nails the character he plays in that movie. He literally nails it.
Yeah, he plays it.
He plays it so well. He's
Yeah,
just
and
he's just a
he's a-
scumbag.
He's
Scumbag.
a scum.
Just a scummy person.
And it's so funny because he plays, where is it? New York, Boston,
New York. It's
New York. So he plays a scummy New Yorker, and the dude's from England.
Yeah.
And the dude, there's not a second that you don't believe it.
And one of the directors also co-stars in the film. One of the brothers. I don't know which one it is.
It's Ben.
Ben, yeah.
Ben Safdie.
Ben Safdie. He's great in it as well. He
Very
really showed
good.
his acting chops.
He plays Robert Pattinson's brother has a mental illness.
Yeah, he's on the spectrum. And Robert Pattinson
It's just
he's
awesome in the movie.
It's just awesome. Check that out.
Check that out. But I think we're gonna get it wrapped up now.
All right.
Right at our time. So, Nikki, I just want to take one quick second to thank you for coming on for 2 weeks in a row and taking your time to come on.
Nope, no problem. Thursdays are usually pretty good. I'm usually off on a Thursday, so.
Yeah, so I just want to take a quick thank you everyone for listening. Please like and share the podcast. You can listen to this on Amazon Music. You can listen on Apple Podcasts. You can listen on Google Podcasts. You can also find me on Anchor or even Spotify. Nick, would you like to plug your Instagram or anything like that?
Oh, that wasn't me. Oh wait, Marvel. Oh, real quick, Marvel What If trailer just dropped right now.
Yeah, because Spider-Man, Spider-Man's in it, and it will be Chadwick Boseman's last thing.
Oh wow, yeah. Plug in the Marvel What
Yeah,
If. I'm sponsored.
Plug in the Marvel What If. Thank you.
All right, see you now.
Yeah, but if you want to follow, you can follow on Instagram at the Popcorn Podcast, or follow me at Tommy_Cresta on Instagram. And if you'd like to send in any fan question or anything like that, use my Instagram or the podcast Instagram, or even hit up the website, thepopcornpodcast.com by Tommy Cresta. Thank you guys, and I'll see you all next week.